Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have a one brand makeup tutorial for you. And the brand that I'm going to be using today is Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution is one of my all-time favorite brands. They're a really great quality brand, super affordable, and I just really wanted to do a one brand makeup tutorial using their products. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this makeup look and what Makeup Revolution products I used to achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start by priming my eyelids. I'm going to take the Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C8, and I'm going to use this to prime my eyelids. Now that I've applied the concealer on my eyelid, I'm going to go in to the Emily Edit eyeshadow palette. This palette is so stunning. I used this once and I'm obsessed already. It is so gorgeous. Look at all these colors. If you don't know who Emily Noel 83 is here on YouTube, I've been watching her since the very beginning. She is just the most genuine person. I love watching her. She is so down to earth and I never get bored of her videos. She always has really good content out there and she's so honest in her videos, and I just really love watching her. So when I saw that she was collabing with Makeup Revolution, I instantly knew that I had to support her and get this palette. And you guys, it's so beautiful. It's so perfect for the fall time. It has your greens, your purples, your neutral colors. This is just a perfect eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow palette today. I do own other Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes that I really like as well, but I'm going to go in with this one because this one just recently came out and I haven't used it in a video. So I'm going to go in with this palette. The first shade I'm going to take is the cream shade. It's the perfect base shade. I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid to set to that concealer that I applied. The shade I want to go in with is called Midwest. It's just your perfect transition shade. I'll stick this right in the crease. Makeup is called Laugh Cry. This is just your perfect peachy pink shade. I'm going to take that right in the crease as well, just so it can add a little bit more peach in the look. Now I'm going to take the shade Love Tons. I'm going to stick that right in the crease. I'm going to take the shade Cheer and just stick that right in the crease again. This probably is like my favorite shade from the palette. It's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some concealer. Apply some on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to get an angled brush like this. And I'm just going to apply this on my eyelid, just so I can have that cut crease in the inner part. I'm not going to do it in this area right here where we applied all the darker shades. I'm just going to apply it right in the center towards the inner part of the eyelid. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Top Story, which is this really pretty bronzy shade. I'm going to apply this right on top of where I applied that concealer. This is another one of my favorite shades from the palette. It's so beautiful. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Good Vibes. I'm going to apply the shade Good Vibes right in the center. I'm going to deepen up the look a little bit more. I'm going to take the shade Apartment, which is a dark, rich brown shade. I'm picking it up with my Morphe M321 brush. This is the Bullet Crease Brush. Just to deepen it up a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. And I'm bringing that right in where the cut crease is. I'm going to stick that right there in the crease, just so it can be a little bit more defined. We're going to go in with the eyeliner. This is the Renaissance Flick eyeliner pen in black. I have tried this before and I like it. The only thing is that it's a glossy finish. It's not matte. And I definitely prefer matte eyeliner for my eyelid. But it's a good eyeliner pen. It's a really, really good and pigmented eyeliner pen. It's seriously so pigmented and it's so thin and it's perfect. It fits right in the inner part of your eyelid. So I do like it. The only thing is I would prefer it to be a matte finish. For mascara, I went in with the Essence Lashes of the Day mascara. And for lashes, I went in with the Lilly lashes in Miami. I actually got these at Marshall's for only $5.99. So now we're going to go on with the face. We'll come back a little bit later to finish off the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with primer. I did notice that they didn't have a primer at Ulta by Makeup Revolution. I always buy my Makeup Revolution products at Ulta or Ulta.com. I've never ordered from Makeup Revolution's website, so I don't know if they have a primer on there or anything like that. I did know they used to have a primer balm, but they discontinued that, and I didn't really see another primer in store. I know they have a primer mist, but they don't have a primer. I like rubbing a primer on my face, whereas I'm not a huge fan of the spray. But what I did notice is that they had this baking oil, and I read the description and it says hydrate and prep for flawless makeup application. And it says apply to clean, dry skin prior to foundation. And I have really dry skin, so I thought this would be perfect to prep my face for foundation. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this. I've never tried this before, so I don't know if it's going to be good or if it smells or what. So I'm just going to apply a little bit. Just did 4 drops and I'm going to rub it all over my face. Okay, it does have a smell. It smells like lemon. It's not super overpowering, but honestly I was not expecting that smell with this oil. Honestly, I thought this was perfect because the foundation that I'm going to go in with is matte. And I really like going in with an oil before applying a matte foundation, just because I have really dry skin and matte foundations don't really look all that great on me. But if I apply a moisturizer or oil before a matte foundation, it looks really nice. I really like using a pore filling primer before applying my makeup, just so it can fill in my pores around my nose and also to fill in my fine lines like on my forehead or my smile lines and stuff like that. If I don't apply a pore filling primer in those areas, my face will be cracking throughout the day and you can definitely see my fine lines and stuff like that. So I'm going to go in with the Baby Skin Pore Eraser, and I'm just going to stick that right in my forehead because I do have a line right here where if I don't fill it in, you'll see a big old crack right here on my forehead, and I don't like that. So I try to always use a pore filling primer in those areas. Also on my smile lines as well. Today I'm trying out a new foundation by Makeup Revolution. It's their Conceal and Define foundation. As most of you know, they do have their Conceal and Define concealer, which I used to prime my eyelids, and I'm also going to use this as concealer today. I love this stuff. A lot of people don't really like this concealer, but I am one of the people that really like this concealer. It's really good. It is comparable to the Shape Tape. I did do a concealer review on that. If you are interested in watching that, I'll have it linked down below so you can watch that. I really love that concealer. It's really nice. So I was super excited when I saw that they were coming out with a foundation. Now I did order mine on Ulta.com, and it was kind of hard to find my shade in this just because I didn't know what to reference it to. So I ended up getting the shade F12. This is what the packaging looks like, and when you open it up, it has a dome butt applicator, which I am a huge fan of foundations that have applicators like this. I'm going to go ahead and start applying this all over my face. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with the sponge on this side, and then I'm going to go in with the brush on the other side. Okay, so this foundation does have a smell, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm just hoping it doesn't linger. I'm going to use a brush on this side to blend it out. Been on my face for a few minutes already, and it hasn't really oxidized all that much. I really like both sides. I don't think I have a favorite side, to be honest. The sponge side looks really nice, and the brush side looks really nice as well. So both sides I'm a fan of. They look really good. I do want to see if this foundation builds up nicely, so I am going to build it up a little bit more around my nose, in this area and in that area. A little bit on, you know what, I'm going to apply a little bit down the bridge of my nose as well. When I first started applying this foundation, I did notice the smell right away. It did have a smell to it, but honestly, I got over it. It's not horrible, and it does fade. Honestly, this foundation looks really good. I'm super impressed so far. For concealer, I'm going to go back in with the Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C8. I'm going to apply that right under my eyes. Down the bridge of my nose, forehead, and my chin. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my Sonia Kashuk sponge. My under eye concealer, I'm going to go in with the Luxury Baking Banana Powder. I'm just applying that on my nose, forehead, everywhere I applied that concealer, I'm applying the powder on top. So while that sits, I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with the pressed powder. I noticed that Makeup Revolution doesn't have pressed powders, at least at Ulta they didn't. So I am going to go ahead and go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Warm Beige. And I'm just going to apply that right on top of the foundation. Honestly, this foundation, I feel like you could get away without using a powder on top, but I always have to set my foundation with a powder just so it can last a lot longer throughout the day. But honestly, I feel like you could get away without setting it if you don't want to. So I'm so impressed with this foundation. It looks so good, and I have dry skin. It looks really, really nice on my skin, and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, which is really great. Now I'm going to fill in my brows with the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. This is what the pomade looks like. It's not as creamy as most pomades are, which I actually kind of like. I'm just going to fill in my brows with this. My brows are a little bit on the thick side right now because I'm kind of growing them out. So they look a little crazy, but I'm going to do my best to fill these in. To bronze up the skin, I'm going to take this Ultra Bronze Bronzer. This is what it looks like. This is actually one of my favorite bronzers. I've had this for a while, and honestly, you guys, this lasts forever just because it's so big. And I use this a lot, so I haven't even hit pan on this yet, and I really, really love this bronzer. I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush that I love to bronze up my skin with. I just really love how this bronzer isn't too warm and it isn't too cool. It's just the perfect in between, and it looks really nice on the skin. I'm going to contour a little bit. I'm going to get this Ultra Contour palette. I think it's so beat up. I use this a lot. I've had this for a while, and it's one of my favorite contour palettes. I love this thing. It's so good. It's honestly one of the best contour palettes I've ever owned. It's really, really nice. The powders, the banana powder in here, I use a lot. It's really nice and brightening for your under eye area. And the contour shades, they're perfect. They're not too cool and not too warm. I just love mixing all of them together to contour my face. So I am going to do that today. And contour a little bit. They're really, really pigmented, so you only need the littlest bit. To contour my nose, I am going to take the middle shade, and I'm going to grab a little bit of that with an angled brush, and I'm just going to contour my nose a little. Okay, so for blush, I have two matte blushes here, and you guys, these are amazing. These are super pigmented. You only need the littlest bit of these blushes to get the perfect amount on your cheeks. Honestly, I feel like I'm telling you that I love everything, but honestly, that's because I do. Makeup Revolution is an amazing brand, and honestly, there's very little products that I don't like by them. I don't like their liquid lipsticks. They're a little bit too dry and they crack throughout the day. I don't like those. But other than that, every other product that I've tried by them, I love. So that's why I'm saying, oh, I love this, I love this, I love this, because I love everything that I'm showing you in this video today. So I have two of these matte blushes. I have the shade Fusion, which is more of a peachy pink shade, and then I have the shade Nude, which is more on the mauvey pinky side. I think I'm gonna go in with I don't know which one I want to go in with. Maybe I'll go in with a mixture of both, just because I've never mixed these together, so I want to do that today. Just be careful with these. I honestly wanted to pick up more of these blushes just because I love these two so much, and I haven't seen them in store. So I don't know if they discontinued them or not. I would be really sad if they did, because these are really, really nice. Okay, just look at how pretty that is. That is so pretty. So now I'm going to finish off my eyes. I'm going to take the shade Laugh Cry, which is this one right here, and I'm going to apply that right on my lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of Love Tens. Nude eyeliner pencil to my waterline. Okay, so for highlighter, I am really excited to try these out. These are their quad highlighter palettes. I have the rose gold one and I have the gold one. I honestly couldn't choose one of these because they both looked so beautiful, and I knew I had to get both of them. So I got them both, and here is the gold one. Super pretty. And there's also a mirror in here, which is awesome. And here is the rose gold one, which is more darker than the gold one. Today I'm going to go in with the rose gold one. I'm going to mix a few shades together. I'm going to get this shade right here and that shade. And I'm going to apply this right on my cheeks. And I'm using the Morphe M510 highlighting brush. Oh my gosh, are you seeing that right now? Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of that one to highlight my nose. And I'm going to take a mixture of these two to highlight my inner corner. Now onto the lip color. I am going to go in with Makeup Revolution's Lip Liner in Noble. This actually came in with one of the liquid lipsticks. It was a kit, so it came with the liquid lipstick and the lip liner. I wish that they sold their lip liner separately from their liquid lipsticks, so hopefully in the near future that'll happen. But I'm going to go in with the shade Noble to line my lips. So I'm going to go in with the shade Chauffeur. It's just a nude shade. Of course, I'm going to go in with a nude shade. I love nude lipsticks. Alright y'all, so that is it for this makeup look. I really love the way it turned out. I love the berry tones on the eyes, the nude lip. I think this look would be perfect for the fall time. I can already tell I'm going to be wearing this look a lot. It's definitely my kind of makeup look. I really enjoyed doing this one brand makeup tutorial using all Makeup Revolution products. If you would like to see more videos like this, please leave me a comment down below letting me know what brand you would like to see next. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like this video if you did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social media. I'll have all that listed down below so you can go follow me on there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.